Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Kim and welcome back to another video by me. I think it's been about a week since I've uploaded a video, so I'm so sorry. I've just been a busy little bee at the moment. But recently, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 Rise of Electro came out in Australia on Thursday and I went to go see it. So I wanted to do a movie review of what I thought of the film. So that mental brain tumor probably translates to about a 6 out of 10. I mean, it was watchable, but I'm not quite sure if it's rewatchable. So I don't want to say I didn't like it, but I don't want to say that I liked it. So I'm just sort of in the middle and I'm on the fence. There's a little bit of spoilers in this review, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, like people in America, we're getting it like 2 weeks before you guys. So I would suggest waiting and then watching this video back later if you can be bothered, because I want to hear your opinion of what you thought of the film as well. The storyline was, I don't know. I mean, it was bad, and then it was good, and then it was bad, and then it got better, and then it got good, and then it got bad, and then it went bad again, and then it was good. So it was all over the place for me. And I was a little worried that because they hinted they were having so many villains in this film, it would just be a big mush of everything. But it wasn't actually the villains that made the storyline all over the place. It was other things besides for the villains that just threw the storyline everywhere, and it wasn't really confusing. It was just weird, and everything didn't mesh well. Like, it sort of felt more like you were watching a TV show rather than a blockbuster movie, which is not a good thing. Okay, let's start with Electro. Okay, so first off, I thought Electro in this movie, why would you choose him as a villain? That's what I thought before going in. Why would you choose Electro as a main villain? I've never liked Electro, but I was actually surprised about his character because he was better than I thought he was. I thought Jamie Foxx was really good as his character with what he was given to work on in terms of the character and the dialogue and the backstory and everything. But Electro, aka Max Dillon, I found him a really interesting character. I mean, you were supposed to feel sorry for him, but ultimately I didn't at all. I mean, I think there's a huge difference between being a loser, nerdy kind of guy that you feel sorry for, and a loser, nerdy kind of guy that's like on the brink of insanity. Like literally all he needs is a tiny little push and he's ready to kill everybody. And that's what this character is like. And I actually like this about his character because I can't feel sorry for him, because the universe is better off with him not having friends, because he's one of those people that if you give him a friend, they'll probably end up in a well in his house and he's telling them to rub on the lotion or, you know, like wax to his wall or something. That's the kind of character that you get in this film, like the feel of him. So I actually liked that they went this way with Electro and he wasn't just some nerdy lame guy who just turned into a villain, you know. I felt he was literally insane and creepy and weird. So that's what made him better, in my opinion. Though I thought he was better than I expected, I still don't think his storyline and his character was strong enough to, you know, be a lead villain in this film. It just wasn't sold right, and I don't think it was Jamie Foxx's fault. It was whoever wrote the script's fault, because they focused way too much on other things when he was supposed to be the main villain. Or was he? I don't know, but it was too jumbled and it was too weird for me. So, yeah, I wasn't really sold about him as a main villain. Alright, moving on to Harry Osborn. I actually really liked the actor of Harry Osborn. I thought he got his character down to a T. What I did not like was his portrayal of the Green Goblin. Oh my god, it was so bad. It was just so forced and over the top, and his laugh was bad. I didn't like it. But basically, Harry is first introduced into a scene where his father, Norman Osborn, is basically on his deathbed, and he's got some weird skin disease and long gnarled fingernails. I mean, can't he cut them? Why? Imagine the length of time it took to grow those giant fingernails. Could you not cut them like weekly? I don't understand that, but anyway, basically he says, lol, this disease I've got is hereditary, and you're pretty much going to start getting symptoms right now, Harry, so I'm just going to give you this USB. It's basically got all my research on it, so maybe you can find a cure before you die. Haha, bye, lol, dead. So basically, I'm glad they did this, but Harry and Peter were friends in this version of Spider-Man, which is good because in the trailer it looked like they were like just introduced and they were enemies, but they established it, they were childhood friends, they hadn't seen each other for a long time, so they were friends in this film, which was good. But Harry basically has to get Spider-Man's blood to cure him from this disease. Now, this is a disease that killed his father, Norman Osborn, when he was 65, okay? Norman said that Harry would start getting symptoms now. He's basically 20. So he has like 40 years to research and find out this. But no. He wants Spider-Man's blood right now, right this minute. He does not want to wait 1 second. So basically, Spider-Man comes and says, look, there's a very big chance that my blood will kill you. So how about we research this a bit more and find out how to do it? You know, we only need a little bit of time and then we can find out and maybe you won't die. So let's do this. What happened? Harry went ape shit crazy. Like, can he not wait 1 week for Spider-Man's blood, or a month, or a year? I mean, come on, you have 40 years to cure yourself. Why do you have to be mentally crazy about, it's just weird. It's like he was fine and then he went to a level of insane that you didn't see. That just escalated quickly, in my opinion. Anyway, eventually, you know, Spider-Man says, yep, you can't have my blood, so bye. Harry finds out that at the bottom of Oscorp there's some weird research thing going on, and they have some kind of spider blood down there. So he injects it into his arm and basically turns into what his father looked like beforehand. He had all the weird green skin, he started getting creepy like nails in his teeth. Basically he looked like a goblin. And guess what was down in the basement section of Oscorp in the research division? The Green Goblin's outfit and glider. So what happens? Harry walks in, he puts the outfit on. Oh, it fits perfectly. Coincidence? And straight away he gets on the glider and he's like a pro. I'm sorry, when did you learn the art of gliding? He just randomly came in to take over the company. How could he know how to fly a glider, okay? Turning into this weird green goblin does not give you, like, knowledge of how to fly a glider, okay? At least in the first Spider-Man film, with Sam Raimi's version, Norman Osborn was, like, developing the glider, so he at least knew about it. But Harry's just like, lol, I'm gonna put on this outfit, I'm gonna ride this glider, I'm gonna be a pro. No problem. Plot holes. Oh man, okay, let's move on to Rhino. Oh, Rhino. Okay, so from your opinion, does it look like Rhino would probably be in most of the film? From the trailer, we saw Rhino before he was in the suit and after, when he's in that weird mecha suit, right? Wrong. He's only in it at the beginning and the end for like 1 minute each. It was so pointless, pointless. Though what was good about this film is they did actually finally wrap up Richard Parker's role, Peter Parker's dad. They found out, basically you found out in the film that he was part of this research thing, and it was turning really bad and it was very unmoralistic, so he decided he was going to leave so that they couldn't continue the research, because basically they needed his blood to continue the research, and if he wasn't there, then they couldn't do anything. So basically they wrapped that up, which was good, so we know why Richard Parker ran away and left his son. But what pissed me off most about his storyline was when Peter went down to the New York subway and found a secret laboratory. You should have seen this thing. If you haven't seen it, you just wait, okay? Basically, he like presses this weird knob thing in like a deserted subway thing, and this train like rises from the ground, and I'm sorry, is this Spy Kids? No. So he goes into the train and it's basically like a laboratory inside a train. Like, I mean, like, the Breaking Bad version in a train is his secret laboratory, his father's secret laboratory. Okay, let's talk about Gwen and Peter. So, I have never liked Gwen Stacy. I'm a Mary Jane fan, so I do not like Gwen. So, spoiler, but she does die in this film. Thank God. That was probably my favourite bit. I know that sounds so morbid and sad. What I did not like about them in this movie is just the dialogue between Gwen and Peter was just really annoying. I don't know, it was like, it's like they tried to make the dialogue seem more realistic by putting like this unscripted banter between them. And I understand, yeah, they're dating, so okay. But the dialogue was so weird and annoying. I like tuned out at those sections. It was just like, you can't make a superhero film real, so stop trying to do it. It's just, it did not work, and I hated all of the dialogue scenes. I was like, oh my God, just stop. Just say what you want to say and leave. That's all. You don't have to. Alright, connections to the comics. Let's find out a few of these things which I liked in the film. We didn't get to see J. Jonah Jameson, thank God, because no one can replace J.K. Simmons. Nobody. Okay. But we saw some really fun references in this film, which was great. Peter apparently has started working at the Daily Bugle, and he's selling some pictures there. Basically, he says to Aunt May that, yeah, he's working at the Daily Bugle, and she says he should pay him more, but he's like, oh, you know. So that was a fun reference. There was also the second reference was when Peter sent a picture of Spider-Man to Jameson, and he basically said, I think Spider-Man was actually trying to help these people in this picture I'm sending you, so maybe that's something you should think about. Basically, he sends it back like 1 second later. Jameson sends it back 1 second later, an email, and just has wrong across it. That made the film for me, I think. Another good reference in this was they introduced a character called Felicia. Now, when I heard the name Felicia, I was like, it has to be Felicia Hardy. Why would you introduce a character with a name like that and expect it to be someone else? It has to be the Black Cat. So I was very excited about that, and she was played by Felicity Jones, who is a UK actress who I really like because she used to be on this show that I watched when I was really young called The Worst Witch. She played the villain called Ethel, and I really, really liked her. And she was also in the most recent Northanger Abbey adaptation, so I really like her as an actress. But in this film, her character was flat. Now, I know she's a good actress, so I don't know what it was. It must have been the dialogue. It was like, she didn't have a point in this film, okay? She was introduced into Oscorp as one of, like, the secretaries of a dude, and there was no point to her in this film, and that kind of annoyed me because I kind of like the Black Cat character. I like Felicia, so introducing her that way, it just didn't have the right bang, I think, and it just sucked. Next, the only Venom reference I got in this film was the introduction of a character called Dr. Ashley Kafta. I think it's Kafta. But unfortunately, she's introduced as a man. Now, I know that sounds weird, but they basically changed her character to a male. And he was kind of gay looking. Like, from the minute I saw him, I thought, there is something weird going on here. I don't know what you're trying to do with this, but it's just weird. Like, he had like eyeliner and lipstick, and he had like this kind of wet hair, but they spun it up into like some kind of point. And he had glasses on. He was a scientist at the Ravenwood Institute, which is where Cletus Cassidy, aka Carnage, and Eddie Brock, aka Venom, were in, basically. And Dr. Ashley had a romantic interest with Eddie Brock. So that was the only reference I saw, but now she is a man and kind of gay, so that's worrying. We did see references to the Sinister Six come in. At the bottom of Oscorp, there was, in the research division, where Harry just randomly put on his glider and he's the Green Goblin. We saw Vulture's wings. We saw Dr. Ock's tentacles. Now, some people have been saying they saw the Venom symbiote, and I did not see that once, and I'm pretty sure I would remember that. So I didn't see that in there. Why would they have that at Oscorp? Like, that doesn't make sense. So I'm not sure why people thought they saw that. But yeah, there was Sinister Six connotations at the end. Harry is put into Ravenwood, and he's, for some reason, he's back to normal. He's not green, weird looking anymore. He's a normal kid, and he's in Ravenwood, and some guy just walks in off the street. I don't know. Do they have security there? Who knows? Walks in to Harry's cell and is like, hey, let's make a team. And Harry's like, yes, but I want a certain amount of people. And I'm, you know, just a certain amount of people. Yeah, okay, we get it. The Sinister Six, alright. Do you have to make it so lame? Ugh. They cut all of MJ's scenes, so don't bother waiting after the credits because there's no scene. Stupid Sony doesn't want a scene. When the film's done, leave because there's nothing there for you. That was my review of Spider-Man. What do you guys think? Because I'm happy to say that it sucked. I think I'm comfortable saying that now. I disliked it. There we go. Alright. What do you guys think? Tell me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.